In the 1800s, Napa Valley was just a farmland. Italian and German immigrants decided to plant grapes here. They bet everything on wine, and somehow they won. Today, the entire world knows Napa for one thing: wine. And honestly, they're right. This valley is about wine. And what I wanted to know was, how did it happen? Who were these people? What does a day exploring that story actually look like? Let's begin. This is where the story begins, the welcome sign. But what exactly are we being welcomed into? 1861, that's when it all started, right here. Charles Krug Winery, the oldest winery in all of Napa. Not here for the wine tasting, but for the story behind it. Charles Krug was a Prussian immigrant who arrived in this valley with nothing but a borrowed cider press, and they believed that this land could produce something the world had never tasted. He didn't just plant grapes, he taught the entire valley how to make wine. And every famous winery you see in Napa today traces back to what happened on these grounds. These vines look bare right now, but that's actually the perfect metaphor for what Krug found when he got here. Raw potential. Nothing yet. Just land waiting for someone crazy enough to believe in it. He believed. And everything you see in this valley today is as a result of that belief. This is Napa Valley behind the glamour and fame, but the vision of one man that changed everything. Here is Beringer. This mansion, the Rhine House, was built in 1884 by a guy named Jacob Beringer, who literally said, "I'm gonna recreate my German home in California." Like he was homesick, so he built a castle. But that's not even the interesting part. When Prohibition hit in 1920, every single winery in California shut down. Every single one. Well, except Beringer. They kept making wine the entire time, and legally too, by calling it sacramental wine for the church. They didn't just survive when everyone else died, they thrived. And now, 150 years later, we are walking through the same grounds that they built. Let's go get a quick snack at Bouchon Bakery. Everyone says if you don't stop here, you didn't really come to Napa. And take a look at the line. I got a cream cheese Danish and lemon pastry. One bite and I get why people wait in the line for this stuff. It was actually really good. Alright, so we've seen the fancy wineries, the historic estates, but this is where real people actually lived and worked. The Bale Grist mill, built in 1846, before wine was even a thing in this valley. The water wheel was grinding grains into flour to feed the community, and it's still working to date. Like this water wheel is turning the wheel right now, just like it did 180 years ago. No electricity, no machinery, just water, wood, and pure physics. The tour guide showed us exactly how it works. You feed in the grain, the wheels turn, flour comes out. We actually got to grind some of the corn flours ourselves. And standing there, watching this ancient machine do its job, I realized something. Napa didn't become Napa because of wine. Wine became what it is because of people like the ones who built this mill. People who knew how to walk the land. Wine just came later. Most people come to Napa and only think about wine. But look at this place, CIA at Copia, the Culinary Institute of America, right here in downtown Napa. And check out this wall. It's a hall of fame of everyone who built the wine culture in the valley. These aren't just names. These are people who decided Napa was gonna be world class. And then you got the museum inside, with all the cooking tools, the culinary history. It's like wine didn't just change the vineyards. It changed everything. The food, the education, the culture. This is what happens when a community decides to be best at one thing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.